The last words of famous atheists before they died. Part 2. Watch and learn.
Next is Sir Francis Newport, the head of an English atheist group. He informed people around him as he lay dying that he knew there was a God and that he was in his presence, so they didn't need to persuade him otherwise. He went on to say that he could already feel himself sliding toward hell, so they didn't need to convince him there wasn't one. He was more or less begging them to stop talking foolishly about how he still had hope, since he knew that he was lost for good. Worried about the fire and the agonizing pain of hell, he said it was pointless to wish to burn for 1,000 years in order to win God's favor and be with him again. He continued saying that millions and millions of years will bring me no nearer to the end of my torments than one poor hour. Oh, eternity, eternity forever and ever. Oh, the insufferable pangs of hell. The French monarch Charles IX gave the order to slaughter the French Huguenots due to the pressure of his mother. For loving Jesus, 15,000 people were killed in Paris alone, and 100,000 more died throughout France. Charles endured the guilt of his event for years. As he lay dying, covered in blood, he told his doctors, "Asleep or awake, I see the mangled forms of the Huguenots passing before me. They drop with blood. They point at their open wounds. Oh, that I had spared at least the little infants at the bosom. What blood! I don't know where I am. How will all this end? What shall I do? I'm lost forever. I know it. Oh, I have done wrong." Anton LaVey is the chief priest of a religion that worships Satan and the author of the Satanic Bible. LaVey went by several titles including Black Pope, Father of Satanism, and the evilest man in the world. The FBI was interested in learning more about him in 1980 because of a plot to assassinate Ted Kennedy. LaVey didn't hold back in the interview, calling a large portion of his fan base fanatics, cultists, and weirdos. His well-known statement was, "There is a beast in man that needs to be exorcised, not exorcised." However, on his deathbed, his final words were far from confident. Oh my, what have I done? There's something very wrong. There is something very wrong. The next on the list was Septimius Severus, the ruler of Rome and the founder of the Severan dynasty. He became the emperor of Rome in AD 193 following a bloody campaign against his opponents. He emerged from relative obscurity to establish a new dynasty. His reign as emperor was marked by bloody military campaigns in Britain and Parthia, as well as battles against intruders. It's a well-known legend that Severus instructed his sons to be harmonious, enrich the soldiers, and scorn all others before passing away. His last words were, "I've been everything, and everything is nothing. A little urn will contain all that remains of one for whom the whole world was too little." Thomas Paine was the leading atheistic writer in American colonies. He pleaded for someone to remain by his side, insisting that he couldn't bear to be left alone with his sadness. His last words were, "Oh God, what have I done to suffer so much? What will become of me hereafter? I would give worlds if I had them, that The Age of Reason had never been published. Oh Lord, help. Christ, help me. No, don't leave. Stay with me. Send even a child to stay with me, for I am on the edge of hell here alone. If ever the devil had an agent, I would have been that one."
Every human, at one point or the other, will face death if Christ tarries. What then will you give in exchange for your soul? You can see Matthew 16:26. Death won't be bribed. You can't talk him out of his mission once he arrives at your doorstep. No amount of prayers offered by your loved ones can change your destination. For as the tree, which is man, once we fall in death, so we abide. See Ecclesiastes 11 from verse 3. If we die without Christ, we are eternally lost. Let's make amends and serve God in spirit and in truth before it's too late. God bless you all. Please follow this page for part 3.